The battle in the Superbike arena has never been this intense. For 2026, Kawasaki and Honda have sharpened their legendary weapons, the Ninja ZX-10R and CBR1000RR, each claiming evolutionary advances aimed at redefining precision and power on the road and the racetrack. The Kawasaki ZX-10R enters this year with a fresh aerodynamic silhouette, integrating new small wings and a sharper fairing design, highlighting its racing heritage. Honda, on the other hand, takes a more systematic approach with the Cbr1000Rr-R Fireblade, refining nearly every mechanical and electronic system to deliver a more controllable and intuitive riding experience. The changes to the Kawasaki may appear cosmetic at first glance, but every new curve and angle serves a specific purpose. The 2026 ZX-10R model now features enlarged resin ABS wings, promising a significant 25% increase in downforce, despite only incurring a 0.3% drag penalty. Honda's new Fireblade wing, on the other hand, now appears smoother and more organic, offering 10% better braking stability and cornering grip with less effort. Looking closer at Kawasaki, it's clear how the brand's engineers have redesigned the entire front end. The ram air intake is now positioned higher, providing more efficient airflow to the inline-4 engine while freeing up space for the new hybrid projector and reflector lighting system. The effect is both aesthetic and functional, in line with the Ninja's racing DNA. Honda's aesthetic changes are more evolutionary. The new Fireblade retains its familiar shape but features sleeker side wings and a redesigned fuel tank to improve knee grip. The new layout subtly improves rider ergonomics, with a closer handlebar and lower foot pegs to reduce fatigue during long rides or track sessions. Under the body, Kawasaki's chassis geometry receives subtle refinements. The swing arm pivot point is raised by 2 mm, allowing for better traction and stability through corners. These important improvements balance the stronger aerodynamic load from the small winglets. The Showa front fork and rear shock absorber remain unchanged, now with revised damping settings to accommodate the altered balance. Honda, on the other hand, approaches balance through a revised diamond-style aluminum frame. It weighs 2.1 pounds less than before, with a 17% reduction in lateral stiffness and 15% lower torsional stiffness, which improves feedback and agility. For the SP version, the addition of Alene SEC 3.0 NPX forks and TTX 36 dampers with internal spool valves sets a new standard in electronic suspension refinement. In terms of power delivery, both engines retain their top-tier inline 4-cylinder core, but with important modernizations. The 998 cubic centimeters Kawasaki engine is equipped with a second O2 sensor and an updated catalyst to meet Euro 5+ standards, ensuring cleaner emissions without sacrificing power. The Honda 1000 cubic centimeters engine remains a symphony of engineering precision, now featuring lighter inlet valves, 3-stage progressive valve springs, and optimized crankshaft components, reducing rotational mass by 1 pound. The compression ratio has increased to 13.6 to 1, promising sharper throttle response and stronger mid-range torque. Theoretically, Honda still leads with a peak output of 214 horsepower at 14,000 revolutions per minute, compared to Kawasaki's peak output of around 211 horsepower. Honda's improvements in terms of ease of control, gear ratios, and a new dual-motor throttle-by-wire system mark a significant shift in how power is delivered and managed. This dual-motor throttle system allows cylinders 1 and 2 to open first for smoother low-speed control, while cylinders 3 and 4 join in at high RPM for maximum thrust. This is a subtle innovation that provides a real advantage for riders when exiting corners and traction in the mid-range, an area where Fireblades have traditionally lagged behind their competitors. Kawasaki, on the other hand, relies on a proven Bosch IMU-based electronics package, including tilt-sensitive traction control, cornering ABS, engine brake management, and launch control. This system remains one of the most reliable and confidence-inspiring packages in the Superbike class. Honda's electronics have evolved further this year. With a reworked Honda selectable torque control, 9 levels, updated engine brake management, and revised riding modes, the Fireblade offers a seamless transition between street and race conditions. Cornering ABS now features a new race mode, which disables rear ABS for expert riders. In terms of cockpit technology, both Superbikes get updates. The Ninja is equipped with a larger 5-inch TFT screen, up from 4.3 inches, now with two layouts, one for everyday use and one for track data. The Fireblade matches this feature with its own 5-inch TFT screen, offering better visibility and an intuitive interface combined with a smart key system for convenience. Honda also retains the 3-position Showa electronic steering damper, offering adaptive stability at varying speeds. On the SP variant, a quickshifter comes standard, ensuring smoother clutchless shifting both up and down, reinforcing the Fireblade's racing credentials. When it comes to braking, they remain true to their philosophy. The ZX-10R continues to use Brembo M50 monoblock calipers gripping 330mm discs, unchanged but still robust. The Cbr1000Rr SP, on the other hand, raises the bar with Brembo Stylema R calipers, a 330mm rotor setup, and adjustable Brembo master cylinders for race-level feedback. On the road, the new ZX-10R promises improved front-end feel, reduced fork dive, and more precise corner exits, qualities already appreciated by Kawasaki riders. Fireblade, on the other hand, focuses on refinement, making its 214 horsepower easier to harness, even for less experienced riders. Ultimately, these two superbikes represent contrasting philosophies. Kawasaki's approach centers on aerodynamic and chassis optimization without sacrificing its raw racing spirit. Honda, on the other hand, injects technological sophistication and mechanical refinement, moving toward a seamless human-machine interface. For 2026, the Kawasaki ZX-10R and Honda CBR1000Rr represent two paths to the same pinnacle, each designed for riders seeking mastery over one of the most thrilling categories in the motorcycle world. Thank you for watching.